Morning everyone, joined by David up at Uriah. Time to take a look at our runners on Saturday. Let's kick off in Adelaide. Race 2 is the Group 3 over the 1200 for 2-year-olds. A couple of runners. Yulong Mercury for Chris Parnham.
Very good at Flemington, just to be picked first up on the post. I think she'll get a nice run in transit in a very competitive race, hoping to get the black type.
And we also have She Will Rise for Regan Bayliss.
Yeah, she's improved between runs and looking for more ground, so she should be well suited here.
Race 3 is the Group 3 South Australian Fillies Classic over the 2500. 2 runners. The first is Earth Angel Jamie Carr in Gate 2.
Yeah, she didn't get a very good run in transit in the Oaks. I'd forget she even went around. And the 1.5 mile will suit.
Coming off a last start win, Lemon Splice for Corey Parrish, Gate 5.
Looks a real stayer of the future. I loved the way she joined in the other day. Stepping up in class, but being an American, if she can get the black type, it will be wonderful.
On to race 5 is the R.A. Lee Stakes over the mile, a Group 3 event. 2 runners again. The first is Fastnet Tempest for Regan Bayliss in Gate 14.
Last start winner, Awkward Gate, going extremely well. I'm expecting a bold showing.
And after a couple of improved runs, Seabirds for Corey Parrish from Gate 5.
He's beaten ahead the last 2 starts. We've kept him fresh. He's reminding me more of Criterion every day. I think he's in terrific form and will run a great race.
Race 6 is the Group 3 Proud Miss Stakes over the 1200 for the fillies and mares. Miss Gunpowder Dwayne Dunn in Gate 1.
Yeah, she had no luck the other day. She got held up badly and never got a crack at them. So she'll run better than her odds suggest.
Race 7 is the big one of the day, the Group 1 Darley Goodwood over the 1200. 2 runners. The first is Vega Magic for Damien Oliver in Gate 14.
Yeah, look, Vega we've given him an identical program to last year and he won it. He's got a bit more weight, but I think he's in just as good a form. He'll be very hard to beat.
And after a mishap which saw him miss the Doomben 10,000 last week, Thronham's headed across there as well, and he'll start from Gate 5 for Tim Clark.
Yeah, he should get a really good run. We were shattered when he had the mishap while saddling him up, but he's recovered well. He's fresh, and he's a last up Group 1 place getter, so he could easily be overlooked, but I think he'll run very well.
In the final event on the card, we have Blue Tycoon for Raquel Clark, Gate 13.
Comes in well with the claim. It's a benchmark $75,000 race. They don't run many of them in Australia. I thought we'd give it a go. He draws wide barriers, but he makes his own luck and rolls forward.
Back to Flemington, the opening event on the card is a 1400 metre event for 2-year-olds. We have Del Swinton for Patrick Maloney.
Got an awkward gate, but going well. I think he'll balance up and run home strongly.
Race 2, over the 1200 metres for the 3-year-old fillies after a first up win. Prepare to Win for Mick D.
Up in class, but going very well. She deserves a chance in this class.
Race 4, over the 1800 metres, Carraganair for Fred Kersley.
Yeah, I think this horse is knocking on the door. His run was excellent the other day and should get a gun run and appreciate the distance.
Race 5, over the 2000 metres after a terrific first up run. Boom Time for Lockie King.
Yeah, I didn't think our young apprentice got him right last start. The horse was great, and I think he's probably going to really be hard to beat at 2,000 metres.
Race 6 is the listed straight 6 over the 1200. 2 runners. The first is Keena Ray for Jordan Childs.
Yeah, he ran well first up. Was a bit flat second up, so hopefully he can bounce back. He's a Group 1 runner-up here on this track and distance.
And we also have Darren for Andrew Mallion.
Yeah, he's, with a bit of rain about, I think he'll get the perfect conditions for him and he could jump out of the ground.
Race 7 is the listed Andrew Ramsden Stakes over 3,200. A couple of runners. The first is Sin to Win, Andrew Mallion.
Yeah, he fell last start, but he seems fine. He had a good hit out that day, so I don't think he'll be short of a run, even though he hasn't raced now, if you don't count that for a month. But I think he's a promising young stayer.
And we also have Charlevoix for Jai McNeil.
Yeah, he ran really well. strong on the line the other day and deserves his chance at 2 miles.
Race 8 is the Colin Hayes OBE Hall of Fame Trophy over the 1400. 3 runners. The first is Pillow Desire for Lockie King.
He'll probably still need the run, but he was very good first up.
First up from a spell and first run for the stable, La Bella Diosa, Fred Kersley.
I think she's quite a classy mare. She'll be ridden patiently and produce late.
And Sosie Bond for Jordan Childs Gate 3.
Had absolutely no luck last start. I predicted he would run well, and I think he would have. Hopefully he'll get the breaks this week.
Final event on the card is a mile event for 3-year-olds. We've got 2 runners. The first is Free Fly 2 for Fred Kersley.
Yeah, he's a horse that won very impressively last start, but he is going up in class. I think he can handle it.
And we also have Would Have Thought So for Andrew Mallion.
Good run at Warrnambool and has improved since.
What's our best bet on Saturday?
I might be one-eyed, but I think boom time.
Thanks, David.